नमः ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठ
माइक नहीं लगाया
भूतले
कोई भी लगाना चलेगा ना
श्रीमते ओ माइक कृष्ण नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते कोई चलने हरे कृष्णा नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे check in the YouTube जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद like this. Better now? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. एक मिनट इधर I'll do. Start the video. Start. मैं बंद कर दिया था.
Look like on the side. Huh? The laptop is to come in the front.
ठीक है. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Premanande. Let's sing a song, Sri Guru Charana Padma. I don't know which page it is. Check in the Yogpit in the index. Is that? Yeah. Page 19. Go to page 19, okay? You can repeat after me. Sri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma.
Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma.
Vandamoi Savadhana Mate.
Vandamoi Savadhana Mate.
Jahara prasade bhai e bhava turiya jai.
Jahara prasade bhai bhava turiya jai.
Krishna prapti hoya hoite.
Krishna prapti hoy jahan hoite.
Guru mukha padma vakya chitete kariya ekya.
Guru mukha padma vakya vitete koriya icha.
Arana kari ho mone asha.
Aruna kori ho mane aasa.
Sri Guru Charane Rati Aise Uttama Gati.
Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Uttama Gati.
He prasade pure sarva acha.
Je prasade pure sarva aasa.
Akshudhan dilo ke janme janme prabhu se. Git gyan de prakashito. Prema bhakti jaha hoite avidya vinasajate. Vede gaya jaha racharito. Sri Guru Karuna Sindhu Agama Janara Bandhu. Loknath Lokhera Jivana. Aha Prabhu Kara Daya Deha More Pada Chaya. Eve Jasa Sukhi Bhuvana. Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev, Gurudev,
Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Namah Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine.
Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine.
Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavati Vachakya Nisatarine.
Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavati Vachakya Nisatarine.
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura Bhattavrinda.
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura Bhattavrinda.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Rama
Hare Hare. Gaur Premanande Jai Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Okay, let's read the full Bangla Charan which is there in your yoga kit, page number 6. Yeah, everybody go. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स पदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपादकमलं श्रीगुरुर्वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथनितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती नामिने श्रीवर्षभानवि देवी दायिताय कृपाब्धये कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञान दायिने प्रभवे नमः माधुर्य जला प्रेमद्या श्रीरूपानुग भक्तिदा श्री गौर करुणा शक्ति विग्रहाय नमस्तुते नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्ते दिनतारिणे रूपानुगा ताप सिद्धांत ध्वांत हारिणे नमो गौरकिशोराय साक्षात् वैराग्यमूर्तये विप्रलम्बार संबोधे दाम्भोजाय ते नमः नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानंद नाभिने गौरशक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपानुगमराय ते घोराविर्भाव भूमेस्तं निर्दिष्ट सज्जन प्रिया वैष्णव सर्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यो एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतिसे नमः पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूप स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्तख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम् हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपीशा गोपिका कांत राधाकांत नमस्तुते जयतं सुरताव पंगो मम मंडमतिर्गति मत्सर्वसदा भोजाौ राधा मदन मोहनाौ दिव्याद्रिन्दारण्य कल्पद्रुमादा श्रीमद्रत्नांगर सिंहासनस्थाौ
श्रीमद् राधा गोविंद
देवाौ पृष्ठालिभिसेव्यमानां स्मरामि श्रीमन्रासरसन्धि वंशिवटा तटस्थित कर्षन् वेणु सनायरो गोपीनाथ तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये
जय श्री
कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयति गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवमीश्वरं श्रीचैतन्यदेवं हरि ओम् ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
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 Bhagavad Gita GT chapter 3 Karma Yoga text 6 कर्मेन्द्रियाणि संयम्य
कर्मेन्द्रियाणि संयम्य
यास्ते मनसा स्मरन्
य आस्ते मनसा स्मरन्
इंद्रियार्थन विमूढ़ात्मा
इन्द्रियार्थान् विमूढात्मा
मिथ्याचार स उच्यते
मिथ्याचारः स उच्यते
one who restrains the senses
unrestrained senses
of action but whose mind
whose mind
dwells on sense objects
on sense objects
certainly deludes himself and is called a pretender. Purport by Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. Can somebody get me a glass of water, please? There are many pretenders who refuse to walk in Krishna consciousness but makes a show of meditation, while actually dwelling within the mind upon sense enjoyment.
Such pretenders may also speak on dry philosophy in order to bluff sophisticated followers. But according to this verse, these are the greatest cheaters. For sense-get enjoyment, one can act in any capacity of the social order. But if one follows the rules and regulations of his particular status, he can make gradual progress in purifying his existence. But he who makes a show of being a yogi while actually searching for the objects of sense gratification must be called the greatest cheater. Even though he sometimes speaks of philosophy, his knowledge has no value because the effects of such a sinful man's knowledge are taken away by the illusory energy of the Lord. Such a pretender's mind is always impure, and therefore his show of yogic meditation has no value whatsoever. So this is a very powerful sloka. Means, thank you. Because Krishna says here, mithya chara sochate. Sometimes people who are thieves, it says I was there in Alcatraz yesterday, day before yesterday. No, yesterday only, Friday. So it is very good. It's written as slogan. If you break the rules of the country, you are in prison. If you break the rules of the prison, you are in Alcatraz. So that's the people who at least they know they are breaking the rules and they are in the prison. But the people who are in the showcase yogi, but they are breaking the rules within, isn't it? So Prabhupada says, those people who break many rules, being practicing self-relations, they become also monkeys in Vrindavan. So similarly, the mithyachar is mentioned here. There are many yogis. In the Kali Yuga, you will see they will preach about God and all, but at the same time you may see there are a lot of scandals, isn't it? That he done this, he has done this, he has stole money, he has fled with the woman, or he has been caught in a drug addict, etc. But we never know. We cannot conclude on the objects which came in the media, but in technically, neither our job is to criticize any individual whatsoever. But Krishna is clearly mentioning that it is for our own reflection, that what I am sense enjoyment is going on in my mind. When I am chanting Krishna consciousness or Hare Krishna Mahamantra, that time mind is floating around. How to earn money, how to do things, isn't it? So here we need to really reflect this verse, that who is a mithyachar, who is himself claiming and bypassing all sets of, especially he is given to the impersonalists, yogis, and who are just in the namesake, but not following anything. There are many people in also Odisha. He was in a saffron and all. Then he will be roaming around. Many women. There is another guy who is in saffron. He will be running as a politician. There are various cases you can see, and the spiritual guru of Indira Gandhi, which is what was the person? What was the Swami who was in jail? Nobody knows. Chandrasekhar is the Prime Minister. There is another.
No, I think his name was
Chandraswamy.
Chandrasekhar.
Yeah. Chandraswamy or something.
God
He
man,
was,
it's called God man.
he's a God man. So there is many God men in Haryana also. He was caught, and in many of the rape cases, and he was found like guilty, and then he was protected by the people, and inside he has a big palace. What is going on? Basically, they have got some attractions with the common people, and with the attractions of the common people, then they are trying to abuse and cheat. People have gone to God consciousness because they are going in the sake of, okay, mera thik kar do, mera high hand is pain. In that context they go, or there is some social relationship problem, marriage of their children, and then finally, ultimately they get cheated by this God man. So during the time, a pure devotee like Bhaktivinoda Thakur and all, when they are present also, it's not that thousands and millions of people are floating around them. So they never showcase of mystical power. Oh, you come, I'll give you money. You come and I will finish your back pain, your big guru, or I will finish your headache. So they may be attracted to something, but eventually this whole things is coming that how Prabhupada is mentioning, and Kali Yuga is likely full of such people. So it is very fortunate. It says, what is that called? There is a Bengali sloka, right? Koti janme paye Krishna, Guru Krishna paye prasad, bhakti lata bij. So that means after many, one is a fortunate soul, he will get. Also in Bhagavad Gita it says, Bahunar janmanante jnanavan maam prapudyante vasudevam sarvamiti samahatma sudurlava. And who is durlava? Not these mithyacharis. These people who are honestly taking to this path. And that's the one who is, one is called sadachari and one is called mithyachari. So we are practicing sadachar, which is in the name of God. We are saying that Vaishnava achar means sadachar achar. So go to the next one. Yasta indriyani manasa
Yastva indriyani manasa
niyamyarabhati arjuna
niyamyarbhate arjuna
karmendriya karma yogam
karmendriyai karma yogam
asakta sa visisyate.
ashakta sa vishishyate.
On the other hand,
On the other
On the other hand,
if a sincere person
if a sincere person
tries to control the
tries to control
active senses
the active senses
by the mind
by the mind
and begins karma yoga
and begins karma yoga
in Krishna consciousness
in Krishna consciousness
without attachment,
without attachment,
he is by far superior.
he is by far superior.
Purport. Instead of becoming a pseudo transcendentalist for the sake of a wanton living and sense enjoyment, it is far better to remain in its own one business and execute the purpose of life. Please come inside. Which is to get free from material bondage and enter into the kingdom of God. The prime Swarthagati or goal of self-interest is to reach Vishnu. The whole institution of Varna and Asrama is designed to help us reach the goal of life. A householder can also reach this destination by a regulated service in Krishna consciousness. For self-realization, one can live in a controlled life as prescribed in the Shastras and continue carrying out his business without attachment, and in that way make progress. A sincere person who follows this method is far better situated than the false pretender who adopts so-bottled spiritualism to cheat the innocent public. A sincere sweeper in the street is far better than the charlatan meditator who meditates only for the sake of making a living. So this is a continuation that it is said that you become a sweeper in the street and practice Krishna consciousness. If you are in your profession, you are a profession of software engineer, a banker, a teacher, a businessman, whatsoever, it is said that just do not take a spiritual positions of varna, means being something advanced, like a pseudo-transcendentalist, and cheat the public. Rather than be in your positions and try to uplift your consciousness, know yourself, what your problems are, what are those attachments you have, and all these things, and gradually you come to a stage being situated in your own positions. You do not need to leave. Krishna didn't say that. Prabhupada in the purport clearly says, and it is said that it is better for those people who are practicing in a Kanishta Adhikari than somebody is going, making a showcase bottle and cheating the innocent public, because they are getting their own karma. The cheaters are cheated by the cheaters. So all the Prabhupada says, in Odia also we have a proverb called Chor Chor Kodo Ante Bhet. Means all the thieves, they meet in one particular point. Means that's the called a deep well. And it says, Prabhupada mentions that sometimes the thieves steal together. And then after they will come and say, now we'll divide it morally. you already stole immorally. What is that to divide? But there is now nobody talks immorally, because we're already thief, we know what we got it. Now no one stealing. You divide it morally. So they have also the concept of morality and truth is there, but they know what they are doing it. So, as I was mentioning that this verse, this is very famous statement. Shall I repeat that? A sincere sweeper in the street is far better than the charlatan meditator who meditates only for the sake of making a living. It's a powerful statement. So that means be simple, be honest where you are. Don't try to jump in and make a show. Text 8. Niyatam kuru karmatvam
नियतं कुरु कर्म त्वं
karmajyayo hi akarmana
कर्मज्यायो हि अकर्मण
sarira yatrapi chate
शरीर यत्रापि च ते
na prasiddhet akarmana.
न प्रसिद्धेदकर्मणः.
Perform your prescribed duty.
For responsibility,
For doing so
for doing so
is better than
is better than
not working.
not working.
One cannot even
One cannot even
maintain
maintain
one's physical body
one's physical body
without work.
without work.
Purport. There are many pseudo meditators who misrepresent themselves as belonging to high parentage, and great professional men who falsely pose that they have sacrificed everything for the sake of advancement in spiritual life. Lord Krishna did not want Arjuna to become a pretender. Rather, the Lord desired that Arjuna perform his prescribed duties as set forth for Kshatriyas. Arjuna was a householder and a military general, and therefore it was better for him to remain as such and perform his religious duties as prescribed for the householder Kshatriya. Such activities gradually cleanse the heart of a mundane man and free him from material contamination. So-called renunciation for the purpose of maintenance is never approved by the Lord, nor by any religious scripture. After all, one is to maintain one's body and soul together by some work. Work should not be given up capriciously, without purification of materialistic propensities. Anyone who is in the material world is certainly possessed of the impure propensity for lording it over material nature, or in other words, for sense gratification. Such polluted propensities have to be cleared. Without doing so, through prescribed duties, one should never attempt to become a so-called transcendentalist, renouncing work and living at the cost of others. So these are all, Krishna is correcting our mentality. Sometimes, what is Arjuna's mentality? He wants to renounce the war and go to the jungle and meditate. Is Arjuna lazy? Is Arjuna coward? Is he thinking compassionate? Is he diplomatic at this time? No, it is the sincerity coming from his heart that why the heck fight and all and kill my kinsmen, then I go and to the jungle and meditate. Similarly, we have a great devotee in ISKCON. His name was Alfred Ford's great grandson. Henry Ford great grandson, Alfred Ford. So when Prabhupada he came, he was there in Mumbai in 25 at the age, very early age he joined, and he pleaded to Prabhupada that he wants to wear saffron and become brahmachari. And he said that he's going to go and beg in India. India means when they say foreigner, mean a white man, they think that they are the richest. They will beg. Indians will beg him, right? Or they wanted to pickpocket. And he is a Ford's great grandson, who is a rich man. So Prabhupada, considering the situation and all, he did not approve it. It is not that he did not have sincerity. He wants to really dedicate for Krishna consciousness. He said the wonder will come for you. You be in your Grihastha life and Krishna will send you service. So now he's doing a wonderful thing, which is temple of Vedic Planetarium, which is one of the world's largest temple. I was there, they opened a museum, which is the largest museum for Srila Prabhupada, 12,000 square feet. Such a huge museum, which is started right now 1,000 square feet is filling with Prabhupada's all artifacts, but it will be extended that much. So the point is, Krishna did not approve also Arjuna to become a renounced man. So is it not in an idealistic society, if you say somebody, oh, my son doesn't want to go to Iraq war, he's in US military, from an external world in the liberal media you can say that he's doing a nice thing, he's avoiding war. But avoiding war is not a nice thing, because He is saying, Krishna is saying, you need to perform based on your constitutional position where you are. Means you are a king, you are a Kshatriya. Your duty is to fight and protect the citizens. So Krishna didn't ask him to chant Hare Krishna and take a bead bag and put tulsi mala and now bye bye, take out the bow and arrows. Now I am Hare Krishna now, Arjuna said. But no, there are many Hare Krishna. When Prabhupada visited in San Francisco, then he found out Jayanan, Jayanan is a pure devotee. He is a Brahmin. Everybody was, their thread is kind of white and they are roaming around. And Jayananda came, his thread even black because he's working for chariot. He has a grease and, oils and various things to make it happen. And he came with sweating and all. Prabhupada said, yes, that is real Krishna consciousness. Krishna is pleased with your sweating. So whenever, and Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj, our Param Gurudev, he used to tell, in Gaudiya Maths, whoever is there, we must shed gallons of our blood in order to bring one's soul to Krishna consciousness. Because people are amused of many things. We are in book distribution today. Who else were there with me? Ananda was there. Anybody else? For book distributor. For book distributor.
Yeah.
They sent something.
Yeah, Prabhu got it coming from.
Okay, no, for here or for there?
For there.
Okay, interesting.
When we were leaving.
So it is a direct, indirect, both service,
Yeah.
complementary. So anyway, we are there and we are meeting people. And as you know, right, there are many are opposed to taking Krishna consciousness. And people are busy on what? If you go to India, they are busy for either Bollywood or cricket. That's the best thing in the world to do. So I was saying, the leftover people who have little bit, there are many Hindu organizations, they go to here and there. And then few, those who are still sincere, they come to Krishna consciousness. So Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj, that time also when he was preaching in Bengal, Bengal people are fond of what? Fish. and Mother Kali. So they will go and do. So you are saying that how to come to the mode of goodness. So you are saying that you need to go and preach. By one day preaching it happens. Constantly and continuously you need to remind them about Krishna, remind them about Krishna. Then only they will come to a sense. So it takes time and efforts the person who is preaching, isn't it? To go and talk to the persons and all these knocking the door everywhere when you are going and trying to build. The reason for existence our center is to cultivate devotees. That is our main key goal here. What's that? To cultivate devotees. You guys who are coming to the center, they become a great devotees. Because Bhakti Siddhanta Maharaj says, even the opening of such a large hospitals is not even equivalent to a person you are bringing one soul to Krishna consciousness. That is so powerful because that is the one which is given by our Param Gurudev. And why it is necessary? That time India was not independent. It is before 1947. What was the key thing in everybody in India? They want to be freedom. They want independence. They want freedom. And that time you are saying, he had a conversation with Mahatma Gandhi. And what you are saying? You are holding so many young people, they should come for joining freedom. And he said, the real freedom is freedom from the material attachment or the material body. To attain the spiritual body, to attain the spiritual planet is the real freedom. You have freedom from British, but are you free? You are again another guy is ruling you, right? Another guy is ruling you. If you say that I am free from Biden, then you are ruling by Trump. You said I will be free from Trump, then you will rule by somebody else. So the ruling will not go. So we have to go out of this whole situation. And that's what we are educating. The spiritual life, the attainment of the spiritual things happens only in the body of a human being. And in the human being, no matter you are Krishna conscious or not, everybody is performing their duty or not. Even in the hospital. When you were there in Alcatraz, the bed was there. Have anybody been there? Too? You should visit actually. You can see how material world it looks like. So in that one, we went to a cell house. There is an audio tour. So in one room, there is a bed and it is a full iron shackle. Even though you break your head or break your, anything axe, it is not going to open up. There is a bed and there is a toilet there. And for some people, because those who are inclined to, then some rooms we have seen harmonium like harmonica. Some rooms there is a books there because they have to do some work. Without work they can sustain. Even though a thief, a great murderer, and they have to still do work, which is either then the 20 hours, how did they do? 3 meals they get it, breakfast, lunch and dinner. Then after that, they have to read, they have to, because there is no way you can talk, then they can, some people are good in instruments, they play it, so there are different things which is given. So my point of saying is, people are somehow inclined to certain things, no matter whether you are a spiritual or material or not, you are inclined to perform these things, isn't it? Suppose you say that Hari Sankirtan is a great musician, when before that he was playing in somewhere else, in a Bollywood song. When he came here, he was playing Krishna conscious song, bhajan. But the music skills is absent? No, it is utilized for Krishna. So here we have to know that we have 4 varna: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. And Arjuna is in which category? Kshatriya. And Kshatriya's category is to fight a war when there is a need. Let's go to next one. Then we'll have some discussion after. यज्ञार्थात् कर्मणो अन्यत्र
यज्ञार्थात् कर्मणो अन्यत्र
लोकयं कर्म बंधन
लोकोऽयं कर्म बन्धन
तदर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय
तदर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय
मुक्त संग समाचार.
मुक्त संग समाचर.
Work done is a sacrifice for Vishnu
Work has to be performed, sacrifice of Vishnu
has to be performed.
has to be performed.
Otherwise,
Otherwise,
work causes bondage
work causes bondage
in this material world.
in this material world.
Therefore,
Therefore,
O son of Kunti,
O son of Kunti,
perform your prescribed duties
perform your prescribed duties
for his satisfaction,
for his satisfaction,
and
and
in that way
in that way
you will always remain
you will always remain
free from bondage.
free from bondage.
Since one has to work even for the simple maintenance of the body, the prescribed duty for a particular social position and quality are so made that the purpose can be fulfilled. Yajna means Lord Vishnu, or sacrificial performances. All sacrificial performances also are meant for the satisfaction of Lord Vishnu. The Vedas enjoin Yajna by Vishnu. In other words, the same purpose is served whether one performs prescribed yajna or directly serves Lord Vishnu. Krishna consciousness is therefore performance of yajna as it is prescribed in this verse. The Varnasrama institution also aims at satisfying Lord Vishnu. Varnasrama Charavatara Purushena Parapuman Vishnur Aradhyate. Vishnu Puran 3.8.8. Therefore, one has to work for the satisfaction of Vishnu. Any other work done in this material world will be a cause of bondage. For both good and evil work have their reactions, and any reaction binds the performer. Therefore, one has to work in Krishna consciousness to satisfy Krishna or Vishnu, and while performing such activities, one is in a liberated stage. This is the great art of doing work, and in the beginning, this process requires very expert guidance. One should therefore act very diligently under the expert guidance of a devotee of Lord Krishna, or under the direct instruction of Lord Krishna himself, under whom Arjuna had the opportunity to work. Nothing should be performed for sense gratification, but everything should be done for the satisfaction of Krishna. This practice will not only save one from the reaction of work, but also gradually elevate one to transcendental loving service of the Lord, which alone can raise one to the kingdom of God. So, it's either you do work for yourself or work for Vishnu. So it says like Atmendriya Pritivancha hoy bole kaam, Krishnendriya Pritivancha bole tar prem. So that means once, what is the difference between kaam and prem? Is Atmendriya Priti, when sense gratification for my own self is called kaam, and satisfaction for Lord Krishna, whatever activity you do, that is prem. So whenever you are offering a food to Krishna, whenever you are giving a flower to Krishna, everything you are doing, that's likely prem. And whenever you are doing for yourself, that's like kaam. And the second part is the quality of a person, how he's attached, and how to not associate too much. So one time Ramayana, Ramchandra and Sita was giving an example. So Sita told a story to Lord Ram. Sita told, why are you carrying all the time this bow and arrow? As if like the lion and tigers are there. There are sages also there. They don't carry. Then Sita told a story to Lord Ram. She said, once upon a time, there was a great saintly person. So, when the saintly person was meditating on his ashram, somehow or other there was a thief. He was going and he was running because the king's soldiers are after him or so. And then he left. By the time he was quickly, he left his arms. His kind of a, huh? His sword. He left it and then he ran. So anyway, the king's soldiers came, then they said they didn't find, they left. So the sword remained in the ashram of that sage. So it was there. After a few weeks, he just took it a little bit. What is this? Nice, he kept it. After again a few weeks, he has to cut some wood. So he said, he used to break it. Then he saw the sword is there, something. Then he got it. Oh, it's nice. Very nice, cutting fast. The next day, what he called, he took the sword and let me get some branches. He took the sword and he got some branches by cutting the tree because it's easy. Earlier he used to collect from the ground. Now he got some good, oh, this is nice, I cut it. Then after a few weeks, a month, he carried the sword to the jungle. He said, now I go. Then instead he said, one time he said, let me kill the deer. Then he killed, because he had sword, he was trying to jump around. Then, after a few years, he became a soldier. From a sage to a soldier. And what made him? The weapon. So what does it mean? That means because he is associated with this weapon. And Sita Mata is saying to whom, because you are associating too much with this arrow and bow, Kodandadhari, so I am afraid. But that's another story of how Lord Rama can convince Sita. But the point he is saying is that karma and qualities where attachment will be always there. No matter what I said that I am, Prabhupada says, because, I am renouncing all kind of sweets, but I am just trying to put the rasgulla in my tongue and throw it. I wanted to show that I am not attached to this one. I put this one and throw it. But will it happen? Will you say that your kids having, no, I will just hold the iPhone, but I'm not going to play any games. Has it ever happened? No, because they are attached to it. And we do not know how to regulate that. And we are suffering for that. So in that situation, what you can do is, how to know that what is my quality of the work and how do I engage my work in Vishnu's service, in the satisfaction of Vishnu. That is more important. That's what Krishna is saying. Yajnarthat karmonanyatra lokayam karma bandhana. So let's read the last one and then we'll have some discussion, 10 minutes, okay? सहयज्ञ प्रजा सृष्ट्वा पुरोवाच प्रजापतिः अनेन प्रसविष्यध्वम् एषो वा अस्त इष्टकामधु. In the beginning of creation, the Lord of creatures, all creatures, sent forth generation of men and demigods along with sacrifices for Vishnu, and blessed them by saying, be thou happy by this yajna, sacrifice, because its performance will bestow upon you everything desirable for living happily and achieving liberation. Let me read the big purport, okay? The material creation by the Lord of creatures, Vishnu, is a chance offered to the conditioned souls to come back home, back to Godhead. All living entities within this material creation are conditioned by material nature because of their forgetfulness of their relationship to Vishnu or Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Vedic principles are to help us understand these eternal relations, as it is stated in the Bhagavad Gita. Vedesha cha sarvairo ahameva vedyo. The Lord says in that the purpose of the Veda is to understand Him. In the Vedic hymns it is said, Patim Vishwayatmaneshwaram. Therefore, the Lord of the living entities is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu. In the Srimad Bhagavatam also 2.4.20, Srila Sukadev Goswami describes the Lord as Pati in so many ways. Sriyapatir, Yajnapati, Prajapatir, Dhiyampatir, Lokapatir, Dharapati, Patir Gati, Chandika, Vrishni, Shattatam, Prasadam me Bhagavan Satam Patihi. Prasidatam me Bhagavan Satam Patihi. The Prajapati is Lord Vishnu, and he is the Lord of all living creatures, all worlds, and all beauties, and the protectors of everyone. The Lord created this material world to enable the conditioned souls to learn how to perform yajnas, sacrifices, for the satisfaction of Vishnu, so that while in the material world they can live very comfortably without anxiety, and after finishing the present material body, they can enter into the kingdom of God. That is the whole program for the conditioned soul. By performance of yajna, the conditioned souls gradually becomes Krishna conscious and become godly in all respects. In the age of Kali, the Sankirtan yajna, the chanting of the names of God, is recommended by the Vedic scriptures, and this transcendental system was introduced by Lord Chaitanya for the deliverance of all men in this age. Sankirtana yajna and Krishna consciousness can go well together. Lord Krishna in his devotional form as Lord Chaitanya is mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam 11.5.32 as follows, with special reference to the Sankirtan yajna. Krishna varnam disa Krishnam sangopangastra parsadam yajna sankirtan prayeri yajanti sumedha saha. In this age of Kali, people who are endowed with sufficient intelligence will worship the Lord, who is accompanied by his associates by performance of Sankirtan yajna. Other yajnas prescribed in the Vedic literatures are not easy to perform in this age of Kali, but the Sankirtan yajna is easy and sublime for all purposes, as recommended in Bhagavad Gita also 9.14. Om Tat Sat. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So in this verse, it is essential, Krishna is saying, just like man and demigods, they must cooperate. Cooperate means, how do you cooperate with sun god? Can you tell me, how do you cooperate with moon god? Any example? How do you cooperate with a demigod? What does it mean by cooperating?
By doing sacrifices.
Huh?
By doing some sacrifices to them.
By doing some sacrifice.
Like we
Do you have
can-
microphone, Prabhuji?
Like we can take example of.
Wait, let the microphone go.
Like we can. Switch on.
It's on.
It's on.
Just keep it close to your mouth.
No?
Yes.
Yeah. Like how Krishna when in Nanda Gokul, like Nanda Baba was trying to do the yajna for the demigod, especially Nanda. Lord Krishna will stop saying that he is doing his duty, so you can do it for Govardhan Giri. So that is one example we can take.
But you are giving example of non-cooperation.
Non-cooperation is like
It's
the
a non-cooperation with the demigods.
that is like how it is linked is there was a system that they do perform like yajnas to Indra, Varuna, Vayu, all these people. Like we always get rains, we grow the rain, the crops, and in turn we do it boga to the Lord, and we take it. So it's like a cycle which goes on. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Third chapter, the further sloka is mentioned that like we perform sacrifices, and by sacrifices the demigods are pleased and then they will give back food grains and all those things.
Yeah, I sacrifice them.
Krishna himself is yajna, like he's the mouth of that yajna, that what we give is going to directly to him.
Yes, Yajnapati, Prajapati, Dhiyapati, Lokapati, Sriyapati, Dharapati. Yes, exactly. So, how do the demigods are satisfied? You offer water to sun god, that means he is satisfied.
Argya.
and you are putting some candles to moon god, he is also satisfied. But now if you do too many things, there are so many gods also. You satisfied few, then it did not satisfy few more. So whenever that's what it says, you can chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Then the demigods know the purpose of this chanting. They are all satisfied whenever you are chanting this mantra. They are already giving you blessings. So we do not need to separately endeavor to satisfy the demigods separately because we are surrendered to the Mukunda. So now the question is, all the things whenever you gone through these 5 sloka, we have read through, right? Just like what is the difference between work and Krishna said about renunciation, why you need to do, everybody has to do the work, the quality of work, and then finally he's talking about connecting with demigods, and then you will get the result. So now I'll stop here and open up 5 more minutes questions, then we'll go for chanting. Please use the microphone. Arpit has question.
Thank you for the lecture, Prabhu. I have a question. You said if yogi does politics, he becomes pseudo yogi, right?
Not necessarily politics, but he cheats people.
Yeah. So right now the Prime Minister of Uttar Pradesh is Yogi Adityanath, right? So does that mean he's a pseudo yogi? Or
No. Yogi Adityanath is a very honest man. The example is not to attack any person, but even though he's so far, whatever he has developed or committed, very honestly. So he is, whenever he is in a position, even though he is wearing a saffron and all, being a politician, that's okay because he is not mithyachar. Mithyachar means who is accumulating money and bribery and taking it, making a big mahal and being in a renounced order. If you are a king, that's fine, but he's a renounced order, then making such things. No, he has 4 dresses. Every day he washes his own dress and in his backyard he dries it out in the sun and then he wears it. Yes, he's definitely an honest man, a saintly person. With all, even the politicians, nevertheless, they are. Yeah.
Aren't yogis supposed to focus in Krishna consciousness? Aren't yogis supposed to focus in Krishna consciousness or whatnot?
All yogis.
Yeah, yogis in general, because that's like their renounced order of life.
Yeah, so it is very hard for us to predict what kind of yogis they are and how they are in Krishna consciousness. So just like we read, Bahunan Janmanante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyante Vasudevam Sarvamiti Sabhatma Sudurlava. So that means it takes many lifetimes to come to this conclusion of being fully Krishna consciousness. There are many yogis. When we were there one time we were near Gangotri, there is a place, I forgot. So, there is another, so yeah, in between, not Haridwar and Rishikesh, that area. So we went to a place where there is a big fire sacrificial area, and there is a yogi who will be always sitting in the summer in the fire. Where he will make big fire, and in between he will sit for hours and hours because he is trying to control the senses. Now the question is, you have already maybe done who is coming to the stage of chanting Hare Krishna. So the amount of austerity is not to be judged when you are performing devotional service or knowingly. But at the same time, you can't be also lazy. You sleep 12 hours in a day and then say, I am Hare Krishna, and then the yogi has nothing. So it is a both balance wise. Right? So similarly, the austerity as well as same austerity, what is the purpose they are doing? For us, it will be wastage of time. If I say, rather you go for book distribution and spend 2 hours, that is much more beneficial. You go to temple and clean, or you come here and help us how to do fundraising or get a new renting place. That's much more helpful for spreading Krishna consciousness, isn't it? This is also sadhana, isn't it, Kamal? When you are going for finding out something for Krishna, either they are publishing, where is Varsha and all. So one of our proper disciple, Jagani Mataji, was very happy. She read your poem. So that means when she is composing a poem or she is writing, that's also an effort. Is it not a work? It's a work. What is work for? Krishna. Thank you. Any last
Thank you, Prabhu.
2-3 questions? One more point.
Talking on the sixth verse, like you mentioned, Linus mentioned that pseudo yogi basically tries to show like he's a meditator or devotee, whatever it is, but he's actually involved in material activities. But even in like if you look at a normal life of devotee, we might be chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, but we are in this material world, we are thinking about work, we are thinking about earning money, whatever it is, right? Sometimes our mind is, especially like our mind is constantly going around, even while chanting. What is our position be in that case? Are we like pretenders or are we like?
Yeah, that's a good point. So the pretenders are always said to a leader. Pawn has no value in a king. The pawn talks about that. He said that he's going to attack, for example, the king of Kashi said he's going to attack king of Mithila. Does he make a decision? No. So the point is, in this kind of situation, if a sannyasi, somebody has taken to the order of sannyas, which means respected. We are still in Grihastha, the people know we are Grihastha, we will do certain things within our limit. But let's say I have taken the order of sannyas, and then in the sannyas order, then I am doing which is not abominable things, which is not to be done even by Grihastha. But you are still getting adorations and respect because you are in the grace. So that is more dangerous. That's what it is saying. That doesn't mean we are in the stage of Kanistha, in a lower stage where you are practitioner. So practitioners will have many mistakes. They are excused. But when somebody got a perfection, that is not excuse. For example, you are a student in a doctor in college. You may be doing some mistakes because people will not take it too much of seriously. If a student in a medical college say that, okay, I will do bypass surgery, it will be like this, or you take it, they will not take seriously. But a professor with 40 years of experience, he is cheating, he took one liver out from you and put somewhere else and then you don't know. That is like mithyachar. And then he said, you are so nice, everything fine. Then you go and examine another X-ray and gamma, you found out that your liver is gone. You stole. So my point is, yes, the professor is criticized more than the student. We are very early stage to call ourselves even a devotee. So when we do something, people don't mind it. But if a sannyasi, because they are in the highest order in the varnasrama, when they do it, they may be considered mithyachar. Ordinary people anyway, they are doing, so citizens are doing. But somebody is a minister, a senator, they are public leader. When they are saying something, they call him as a cheater. But there are many people, small cheating they are doing, isn't it? Does it make clear, Prabhuji, the context? Okay. So now we'll do any other questions from anyone?
Also, maybe it is just because they
Use the microphone, Mataji, because there are people who are watching online.
just because we are all trying to do sadhana, so it is our practice level. So that is why we are engaged in different activities. We are trying to control mind, put it in KC activities, whenever possible, maximum. We are trying. So that can be.
Yes, of course. So, okay, thank you very much for all. So we'll do the chanting. My bead was that in the car? Yeah. How did I get it? Yeah. Wait for 1 second. So let me ask one question. How many of you have YouTube account, Gmail account, right? Did you subscribe to our channel? Everybody?
I think you did it here.
We did it here. No, you did first row. Second row?
We did it from
YouTube, did you subscribe? He's asking if we have
the
subscribed
for
for
the
the
tribal.
tribal channel.
Subscribed?
Yes.
Yeah, please. Did you? Everyone? Okay, thank you. I just wanted to remind. So, everybody got the bead, Prabhuji?
Yeah, everyone.
Okay, I think Ananda is getting mine is. I don't know whether I left it in the car or. Just a minute. Okay, it is in the car. We got it. So we'll chant together. So there is a Prabhupada Pranam mantra and Chaitanya Panchatattva mantra we'll chant and then. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhudare Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desa Tarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Nam Sankirtan ki, Hare Nam Prabhu ki, Gaur Premanande. So few announcements before we go for our sing prayer, which will be sung by kids, Arpit, Prantap, and who else? Small, they can sing also, your children? Do they sing? They can sit also here with our youth jam. Vaisajika Prabhu says youth jam. So, next week we have a special guest. What's his name, Prabhuji? Vrindavan Das Prabhu, he'll be here. He's from Maharashtra, India. And he'll be here next week. So there won't be any Gita session. He will define, or I don't know how things will be there, but we'll post it in our WhatsApp group. And then also we are requesting devotees every week sponsorship. We are asking $108 for sponsoring this event. So if anybody like to do, you are most welcome to do so in honor of your children's birthday, your any other cause or events. If you like to do, you are most welcome. And our payment system is very simple. Hari Sankirtan Prabhu is managing right now. It's ISKCON tricentralvalley@gmail.com is Zelle as well as PayPal. So there are some problem last time when you are paying in the jail, but nevertheless, we are trying our best to help it out, and you will post it. And the last but not the least, what else we have? The newsletter, yes. Newsletter is published. Did you get some copies, Mataji? Few copies? 4 copies. So give to our newcomers. So please announce, tell your name and what brought you. Is it the first time or second time you come?
This is the first time.
This is the first time? Tell your name, Mataji.
Malini.
Malini?
Malini.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Joined today, I think, our group, right?
You joined our group. How did you know?
Yesterday or today.
I saw in the group Bhakti community. I have in Latin. I saw that.
Oh, in Lathrop there is a Bhakti Vriksha.
Yeah.
Okay, they sent it. And how about your name? Sasi Kumar. You are together? Okay. And your children's name?
Adisha.
Adisha. And your name? Ishani. Ishani. Welcome. Please give a big round. Thank you for joining, and we are very glad. So we have very warm welcome and nice devotees around. Anything you can ask and mingle around. So program starts every week, Saturday 6:30 to 8:30, and we serve prasadam, dinner prasadam at 8:30. And today cooked by Purvi. Please give a big round of applause to Purvi. She has done, it has been for last 1 month changing because last week was holy. She can make it, more than 100 people were there. So huh?
She made a full feast, everything she made.
She made a full feast today. I didn't want to announce the name. You can go and test it and then say thank you to her. Is there any reason, Mataji, or just for?
No, she wanted to cook.
She wanted to cook.
I didn't expect I will get a compartment plate, so you have to manage it.
No.
Ask Mataji to need plates like me.
No, I mean I have, but I didn't get it today.
Oh.
I thought it was simple menu.
Yes, Mataji.
But we have seen.
Mama made the kids prasadam for the distribution.
Hari Bol. This is something left over from the kids. We are also kids, Mataji, now. Doing prasadam time.
It was very yummy. If you are in good distribution, you will have that.
Oh,
We were there, but
we
we didn't get it.
didn't get it. Maybe we sent it very late, so we need to stay late.
Yes, I saw some leftovers here.
Huh?
I saw we got some. Yeah, some is there.
Something is there, okay.
Before the book distribution should come, prasadam.
So, can you ask Parantap? Please come here. Come here, we'll help us. All the kids,
Nursing prayer.
you also come. Nursing prayer and then chanting. So, what you do is nursing prayer. After nursing prayer, they will continue the Hare Krishna and everybody will stand and will offer the flowers. And then we'll do some kirtan. Okay? Yogapeeth Dham Ki Jai. Thank you. Prabhuji, yeah, take this one. And you can come here, sit. Who is main singer?
Okay, come on. I'll give you, yes, you are. Actually, no.
Here. Give this one. You want to play this? Song in there, you give it to them, the page number.
So those who are going for Narsima prayer can take the book. Use the mic.
Prabhuji, give it to them. They need it.
Mr. Main.
Hey, go sit there, closer. Can you make their
Yes, go sit here.
come closer so that your pictures will come there.
You take the mic.
Hare Krishna.
Can we pass me an instrument? Can you pass me, if someone is using the... You want this one? No, instrument. They have the kartals. I don't know what these are called. They have kartal. Narasimhaya
yato yato nasimha. Hare Nasimha, Hare Nasimha. Narasimhamajim Sharanam Prapate. Avagara Namanamare.
Bhakta Swami Shri Prabhupada ki Jai Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajakaacharya Ashtotra Sritivayandas Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Shri Prabhupada ki Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki Ramachala Saridas Thakur ki Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyamakunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ki Shri Vrindavan Dham ki Shri Mathura Dham ki Shri Mayapur Navadip Dham ki Ayodhya Dham ki Jagannath Puri Kshetra ki Ganga Mai Yamuna Mai ki Tulasi Devi Devi ki Tambe Bhakta ki Granth Raj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Harinam Sankirtan ki Transcendental Book Distribution ki all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga, all the Shri Prabhupada Sai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Mahaprasade Govinde, Mahaprasade Govinde, Namo Brahmane Vaishnave, Namo Brahmane Vaishnave,
Sasvaneva Jayate Harira Vidyaja Kore Priya Tahekar Kore Priya Tahekar Jive Pede Jayakare Jive Pede Jayakare Naro Mate Jiva Yogi Naro Mate Jiva Yogi Yogo Mai Sudur Mati Yogo Maya Sudur Mati Ake Cheta Kadin Satkare Hare Krishna.
As a reminder for the rules, that